It's week 8 of the National Football League. And up next is the Armadillos, sure-handed wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the
National Football League, presented by EA Sports.
Football.
Hello again, everybody. Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis with you. And, Charles, let's do some breaking down of this Albuquerque club as they enter play.
They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
Meanwhile, for this visiting Omaha club,
they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Alert. Closer toward the midway point. NFL season, and we're on.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is the Armadillos, superstar wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hello again, everybody. Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis with you. And, Charles, let's do some breaking down of this Albuquerque club as they enter play.
They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for this visiting Omaha club,
they come into this one off a bit of a... lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
To throw is Thomas.
That is caught by Cohen. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
Now 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Hard. He finds his man. Complete. That's Larson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Larson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A give up the middle to Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Screen pass to Lindsey. He's got room at the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side, Brown.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now 2nd and 5.
At the 19-yard line.
Off play action. Hart. This is brought in by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Hart. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Antlers offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Here's Thomas.
He'll get this complete to the rookie from Michigan State.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Now Thomas. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
As they've got it as we resume action. Thomas will look to throw. Over the middle this time to Fowler. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Armadillos offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their 2nd possession. And as we play here in the month of November, he's putting together a campaign to remember. The NFL's leader amongst wideouts in touchdown receptions.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a play fake here on first down. And the hook up to Brown. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebacks for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Hart. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Thomas. He finds his man, complete. It's Cohen. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Hart. And
down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Operating from the gun. Hart. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. A gain of 5, but not enough, leads to a 4th and goal. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin out in the capital of Utah, Salt Lake City. And it's the River Hogs who are out in front. The River Hogs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. The Shamrocks finish off an up and down first half on an up note as they even their mark at 4-4 with a victory. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Armadillos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll find Lindsey here. And just shutting him off there. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Hart. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Antlers are back within a score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Armadillos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's the big up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Hart. Ellington has it, middle of the field. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Caught. It's Ellington. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A give, running right, Lindsey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
To throw is Thomas.
Incomplete into the hands of Fowler.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Hart. Over the middle to Brown. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there. 59 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw. Hart, and that's complete. It's Allington. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd and 5.
Shoves him aside. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
At the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 brings us 4th down and 1.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And his kick is good. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Omaha's offense back out for another series. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Looking to throw. Thomas. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun. Thomas.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Thomas.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cohen. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. That is caught by Cohen. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That is caught by Fountain. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And he can't get a throw up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Omaha, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Albuquerque,
they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.